close it. UPS has me looking so crazy. They got me looking like a stalker. Any day now, mark my word. Was anyone a Biff Naked fan? If you were, you and I, you like my voice. It turn you on. All right, welcome to a vlog that's really old. Welcome to the ends of my hair looking like little feet. See how they're turning in? It looks like frayed yarn or something. It's fine. It's fine. I had a lady recently ruin my hair. I'm debating her on this, and I tried to make it right, and she wasn't about making it right. And that's not what this video is about, but I'm just telling you in the future that if I want to touch on a terrible person that ruined my hair, let me do it, you know? Let me do it. So anyway, this video is very old. You're used to that from me. You might notice a little bit of bruising on my arms. I am not in an abusive relationship. I was in an abusive relationship with a hairstylist though. But no, legit, I'm not in an abusive relationship. If you've met me, you know that I'm a baby. I can't do... If a man raises his voice at me, my mind starts to write that Dear John letter. Right away. Like, I'm done. Feelings real hurt, and you're gonna know about it. The gas is on. Let me turn it off. I think you're supposed to turn off air and gas whenever you're using a microphone for the air quality, for the volume, I don't know, for the sound. I'm gonna take one more peep outside and just see, how is it possible that UPS hasn't been by here? Like, they have all these places to go. They said the package was coming yesterday. Turns out, boopity boop, no, it didn't come yesterday. And then they said that it was a holiday. And I was like, no, it's not a holiday. Ups, do your drum. Anyway, the package has coffee in it, if anybody's wondering. Video, please, let's get to it. All right, every car that goes by, I'm like, is that them? Let's get into the opening. I included a bunch of animal stuff. Not a bunch. People were asking to see Robert Earl. You're going to see him. Nothing has happened to him. It's just, oh, he is in this video, by the way. You'll see him later and we'll talk about it. This blue outside cat that I'm gonna show you, it's just a cat that came up. He came up when he was a little baby. He's grown now. At least in my opinion, he's grown. I like him. I like him a lot. His name is Tim, T-M, like Thomas Mitchell. But it stands for Tiny Mouth. When he was younger, when he first came up, something was wrong with his mouth, and he had a lip that was like this, like it was hung. And he always looked like, I thought that was ups. He always looked like it was painful to eat, and so I gave him the name Tiny Mouth. Anyway, a lot of people hate him. The neighbors hate him because he kills squirrels and birds. He's not even my cat. I'm just feeding him. It is odd to me when neighbors will be like, I shoot cats to kill my birds. How you gonna claim the bird? How you claiming wildlife? That bird don't know you. That bird don't claim you. Keep putting food in that bird feeder and leave Tim alone, okay? But the birds are slowly getting Tim back, you see? So he likes to come up to me. His back will be bleeding, be some spots on it. Sometimes they poop on him. Real talk. For real. They poop on him. It's a little funny when he comes up and there's poop on his back. I'm like, that's what you get. That's you. That's what you deserve. So anyway, as he's like walking around and stuff, they're always diving deep and pecking him. That's what that's about. They're getting him back. It's not a big deal. He shouldn't have been bothering them.
That I can't seem to find. When I go to reach it, just leaves my mind. Waking with a note. How could a poem hold the way to a cold and step outside. A dark and quiet road appears out of the smoke. It leads me to a valley, secret emerald grove of cedar trees and pines. I walk for miles and miles. All the color, all the feeling, all the wonder of your being. The light becoming clear, I walk along. Pull my hat over my ears, scale the old limestone. A spring beneath the leaves, in a forest free to grow.
I see my tattoo cup. Did we talk about it? I feel like we did. If I didn't talk about it here, I talked about it on page. Because I made my brother that tattoo cup, then I was like, no, I have to tattoo more cups. And then I'm torn. You can tell if you've been following me how my style has done some odd things. It's because I can't land anywhere. I don't know where I'm going with it. I'm taking this time. I'm doing something that people don't like. Shit, that's what it is. I don't like when people are curious about my work. I don't like when people be like, let me see what you're working on. Or they know I'm working and then they stop in and it's a work in progress. And so they're looking at it and they're like, I think you should do this. Or I also hate when people have outlandish prices for my things. So maybe I'm practicing something like the cup you're gonna see here. And someone sees it and they'll be like, I would list this cup for $300. You want me laughed at? Whenever you don't have a name, you couldn't sell that cup for $50. You couldn't. So much work goes into that. You could not sell it for $50. So anyway, people come around, they like to price my things. One, that hurts my feelings. And two, it tends to be people who don't make art. So again, this is out of your realm right here. Let's be quiet. Let's do that. Do I have a number 3? I think that's the ice maker. I thought it was ups pulling up. Anyway, I like to practice. And so with my art, I've realized that I've never given myself the chance to really, really practice, like take some time to practice. Everything I've done has been such a rushed process. I just want to take my time. I'm reclaiming my time. I see nothing wrong with it, but I do know that people around me are bothered by it, not people online. People online are pretty nice to me and respectful and stuff. People in person, not so much, not so much. I think it would be so cool to be in a place with other artists, but then you gotta pay to be in a place like that. And I'm like, oh, I'm just playing around. I don't wanna pay to be over here playing around, but yeah, my ass needs to go to school or something. But then also I hate school. I know you're like, what the hell, what's going on with you? You okay? You okay? I'm unmedicated and it shows. So anyway, I'm torn between a couple different processes. One, I'm in love with black and white. I love a checkered print. I like the technique of doing it. I like the time that it takes. It's very time consuming. Put that down. I like the time that it takes because something about it is just lethargic. It's so peaceful. It's kind of like a paint by numbers type thing. It's a puzzle. You're just getting lost in it. I don't know. Something about it is very nice. Will I continue that? Probably not. Probably not. The other thing, the tattoo cup. Part of that feels like I could get in trouble. Like, I was doing a couple Mickey Mouse things on there. I did Squidward on a cup. It feels like some copyright infringement. I don't know. Something about it doesn't feel right. The last thing, very proud of. I came up with it myself. If someone else is doing this, shut up. Don't tell me about it. I'm so serious. Don't. It'll hurt my feelings. It will. Just so we're clear, I want you to know this about me. If I think I'm original, let me think that. I'm serious. Big baby. I remember when I first got on Pinterest and I saw an image and I was like, I don't remember posting that. And then I clicked on it because, you know, it's like 100 things, and then like you click on one, you can see it real big. And so I click on it and it wasn't mine. And I was like, well, wait, who's drawing like me? And so then from there I found another person, all these illustrators. And we all had the same style. Rocked my world. Yeah. And my style's not even like, it's not unique. There's nothing really special about it. So I'm not sure why I thought I was the only person doodling like this, but I did. So the splatter cups, one day I was messing around. I created a couple images on the side of a cup and I was like, I love that. That's real cute. And then I just expanded on it and I made it on graph paper, and I've done it on line paper and red paper and stuff like that. So I don't know exactly where it will land. I will tell you, very, very time consuming. I will tell you, I don't know if I'll keep doing it because no one's ever gonna pay you what that cup is worth. The other option though, do it enough times where you can make the process quicker. If you can do it quicker, you can price it better, you know? But if something takes you a long time to do, by the time you sell it, you're like, cool, I got paid like, I don't know, 31 cents an hour, which is also like welcome to being an artist. And it's also why I don't like for people to stop by my studio and see what I'm working on, because then they go, you're still working on that? You was working on that last week. If I was you, I'd charge $500. Shut up and get out.
Can we forget about the things I said when I was young? Didn't mean to call you that.
In the next clip where I'm burning my mouth, I know you're like, how? I lost my car keys on the way to Europe. And so when I got back, I didn't have a car for a while. And that was a process.
Okay then, sweetie. I just have to think about that. I want to call and let you know what's on my mind.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yes, ma'am. Love you. Goodbye. I lost my car keys. Why is Dirty barking? That's what you want to know, right? Because someone's out there getting a locksmith this year, so I can have access to my car because I don't keep up with things. Things are gonna turn around. It's not gonna keep being like this. It's not gonna keep being bad. We're changing. It costs $500 to get some keys made. All right. So what everybody's been waiting for, Robert Earl. Yep, I got Robert Earl in the video. You're okay. Robert Earl. Robert. It's okay. You're okay, Rob. You're alright. Everything's good. Yeah, you guys have been talking about it. People act like I don't even exist. They're just like, what's that cat doing? He's just being a good boy. But he wasn't feeling well. Yeah, he wasn't feeling well. Do I got a woofie going on? Let me feel my hair. I took him to the vet. Worst mistake. Such a mistake. This has happened with Dirty, where I thought her leg was broken. It wasn't. Or something else would be going on, and I take her to the vet, and I'm like, for real, she's been so sick. And she gets there, and she's like, I'm happy. I'm good. I don't even know what she's talking about. And then they can't find anything wrong with her. But then they're also like, that's $1,100. And you're like, but ain't shit happened. And they're like, yeah, give me my money. And then I take Dirty home, and then I get her out of the car, and I set her down, and she goes, my leg, it hurts, it's broke. So Robert Earl, he wasn't really eating. You know he's a big boy. You know my son is big. He's always been a little big. He was born big. He wasn't eating. Mama's concerned. Number 2, baby started throwing up. Mama's real concerned. I take him to the vet. And the vet's like, we about to close. And I'm like, why does it say online you close in 2 hours? And they're like, yeah, we never updated it. Y'all turds. So where am I taking him now? And they're like, oh, you got to go to the emergency vet. And so then I take him to the emergency vet, and they're like, okay, we can see him for $500. And I'm like, baby, I could go to urgent care right now for $30. It's going to cost me $500 to get my son seen about? He's got a fucking fur coat on. Like, what? Yeah. So I'm setting in urgent care, and then I found another vet, and I'm like, oh, are you actually open? So I call, and they're like, yeah, we're open. So we leave urgent care, whatever, emergency vet. We leave the emergency vet. We go to the other vet with normal prices, and big mistake. Maybe this is usual, like maybe this is normal. She expected me to be a vet as well. So she was like, what do you think's going on? I told you the symptoms, baby, I don't know. So then she's like, did he eat something? No, he hasn't, like, there's no object in there. She's like, okay, well, we could do an x-ray, we could do blood work, and we could do this other thing. And I'm like, yeah, sure, let's do those things. And she's like, which one? Okay, baby, let's do that x-ray first. We do an x-ray. We don't see anything. And she's like, now what do you want me to do? Okay, let me figure this out for you again, babe. How about we do that blood work? So then she comes back with the blood work, and she's like, oh, I couldn't fully run it. She's like, first she's like, blood work looks good. Then she goes, I couldn't fully run it though because we don't have all the tests. So he could have these other things that I can't test him for. So we're gonna hang our hat on that. We're gonna hang our hat on something you couldn't test him for, because then that's where she's leaning. Like, I think it's this, but I can't test him for it. Okay. So then she's like, well, it could be a hairball. Okay. How we check for that? And she's like, oh, so you want me to check and see if it's a hair? It was your idea. You said it could be a hairball. Girl, get to work. So then she's like, Mama, I don't know if you want to be in the room for this. Girl, y'all half-assing everything. Yeah, I want to be here. Go ahead and stick your fingers up his butt. So she gets someone to hold him down. Even they complimented Robert Earl. They were like, wow, I've never done that to a cat that just let that happen. And I'm like, I'm not doing anything to him at home. Nothing has happened to him. I'm not sure why Robert Earl was like, yeah, you gonna go in back there? But he didn't mind. She stuck her fingers in, and she pulled out poop. And so then she's all in my face with poop, like, you see that? It's loaded with hair. Get that out of my face. Rude. I know you don't know me, but if I hear somebody fart, my throat goes, I don't know why it does it. It just does. So to have Robert Earl's poop shoved in my face with chunks of hair, give me the bucket. Give me that wastebasket. So at this point, she's like, well, his poop is pretty loaded with hair. Pretty sure it's a hairball. And she goes, well, we could do that. I can give him medicine for that. Or I can take him back here and we can do surgery. I can open him up and see what's wrong with him. You okay? Because you just dug your fingers in his butt, pulled out a clump of hair, and then told me it's a hairball issue. Now you're offering to just open him up and look around? You just want to play a game of Operation on my son. Give me something for hairballs and let's wrap this up. You're literally wasting my time, ma'am. It was something like $100 for an exam, $300 for blood work. I'm guessing $50 to stick her fingers up there. I don't know. Around $500. I was in and out. I wouldn't say in and out because whatever, but that happened. There's something going on where people are not professional today. I don't know what it is, but everywhere you go, people today are just like, they act like their names aren't on business cards, or I don't know, I would just carry myself differently. I would be more respectful. I would be more about my business and my craft and my skill and I don't know, whatever it is I claim I'm doing. I would be more about that than how people are today, because it's real confusing. So that's what happened with Robert L, and that's why I took him to the vet. But he's fine now. It was a hairball issue.
I don't know why he's doing that, but yeah. Can I just take? Can we just leave?
I'm eating chicken. It's chicken that I made it myself. It's good. It's a little dry at this point, but it's still good. It's right here. I'd show you, but there's no need. I'm gonna keep eating this chicken though. So I was making flatware. I had a blank plate, and I had not done my splatter thing on a plate before. I'd only did it on cups. So I was very excited about this. I tried the technique on a plate. I'm just gonna be real with you. At first, I didn't like it. I see something about some food later on. Should I just do this all in one? Or no, I feel like there's a lot of footage in between. At the end, we'll talk more about the plate, okay? In this clip with the food, I'm making tartar sauce and fish tacos. Went through a phase of that. I don't like that right after food, I have a clip of a worm. A dead worm at that, being carried off by ants. Dang, I've spent so much time talking. I still have to go over the freaking book review. I'm gonna get better at this. Ideally, I would like for my videos to be around 20 minutes long. In the future, we for sure will get there. Okay, we're at the end of the video. At least for what I've added on here. I do know in each of my videos I would like to touch on art and a book. The book here was At the End of the World. I know that that's a movie now. I knew that when I picked up that book because it said it on the front. It's not my cup of tea. Didn't care to watch it, no. I will say that I liked the book. I did. I really did. Even now, it's been months and months later, I sometimes still think about when. I do. W-E-N. I had to check for ups real quick. I also need a rating system for books. Here's my idea though, my goal. I can't really talk about that book. It was good. Read it if you want to. That's not how I want my reviews to be in the future. In the future, okay, I could do a better job reviewing books because it will be current content. I'm in the I've read so many books since then. What do I remember about Cabin in the Woods? I remember that it's about a family. Eric and Josh, maybe? Should I Google it? Oh man, I can't. I don't have Wi-Fi. Okay, let's use our memory. Maybe Eric and Josh. Basically, they're at a cabin in the woods with their daughter. When is adopted? When is Asian? I can't remember. Doesn't matter. The point is, they are a family just having some alone time in the woods. And these strangers show up. Shut up, Billy. These strangers, they show up, maybe like 5 people, I can't remember. And they're like, hey, the world is going to end if one of you do not sacrifice the other one. And that's how that cookie crumbles. They're fighting the whole time and being like, no, I'm not gonna kill a member of my family just because you say the world is going to end. It's a good book. No, it really is. It's a good book. I liked it. Also in the future, I will give my books a rating system. I can't at this point in time because it's been some time. Fuck it. I'll give it a 4 out of 5. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. Yep. What did I want to say about the plate? The plate. So here's my idea about the plate, right? Since we're talking about art, I mean, I know we were talking about a book, but also earlier I was talking about art. I don't even have a name for these things. I thought about calling it emotions because as you're looking at the faces, they do seem like emotions. I have the plate. I could go get it. but I also have some photos. So I like with the plate version versus the cup. I like that as you're eating food, as it moves around the plate, it tells a story. If you are someone who eats really quickly, not the plate for you. Now, if you're a slow eater, it's cute. It's cute because based off how your food is laying, with there being that many faces, like it looks like some of the faces want your food. It looks like some of the faces are disgusted by your food, and maybe they are. Maybe you should be eating better. Anyway, it's more of a dessert plate for sure. I don't know why I keep eating serious food off of it, because then it doesn't look good. Like when you put a real meal on it, it don't look good. If you put pancakes, something dessertish on it, a pie, a cake, cute. White food, cute. Dark colored food, not so cute. So we're in limbo about the cups and the plates and the designs on things. You'll know when I get something together, because I'll be on here like, hey, buy my stuff, buy it, buy my merch. This is where we are right now. Thank you so much for watching this long video. I have Sexy Red stuck in the head like you would not believe. At this point in time of me recording this, Sexy Red is pregnant. It bothers me that people are shocked by that. Like, you're really shocked by that? Every song she's like, pull that hat off, you know what I mean? Oh my god, I just saw a squirrel attack the side of this house. Oh my god, these squirrels are so funny. Also, I'm a new squirrel watcher. You can expect to see that in my footage. I love to watch a squirrel. I like to watch birds and squirrels. I'm turning into a cat. Again, thank you for your time. Stick around, videos are gonna change in the future. Formats will change. The quality of content will change. I'm gonna change, hopefully. I love it when I change. I hate being the same person all the time. I hate it. Life is fantastic. Why are we being stagnant? Why are you always the same person? Why you always wear the same stuff? I can't talk about someone wearing the same stuff because I do that, but I just mean, try something out. Try something different out. You don't know. You might like it. Wear more pink. You might like it. See you soon. Look how pretty this coffee is though. All right, have you balanced? Drinking really hot coffee. I thought that I would try this cookie with you. Okay. All right. Stop. I'm gonna balance you. Okay. I don't think it's gonna stay balanced. Terrible crook in the neck. I have a coffee this morning. Ignore these nails, by the way. Working. With glaze. I have a new thing I'm doing, and so you're falling. These are not existing anymore.
one road to take. It's growing up over with green. So easy to drive on, but not what it seems. The poison is spilling up.
The book that I got is The Cabin at the End of the World. I don't know how people stand out and just be news anchors. This is not the business. It's like, it's awkward. And I don't like it. This is the fit. How do we feel about it? Fix it. Wonder how one's gonna fix that. Heating up some leftovers. Let me show you.
Good, it wouldn't come out like it should. This stubborn kudzu just covers these words. Could you listen to somebody else? Will you only drink from the thoughts of yourself?